Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did Asphodel, Carrion Woods. We finally got around to doing Asphodel. It was a fun game. It's fun, pop kill nation, lots of undead, minotaurs, all the good stuff. But we got plenty more to do. Many, many more to do. This will be number... Okay, good. I didn't skip any. So this will be 189. 189. And I have 316 on the list. So we are over halfway. And I am skipping some because I have done them on stream with Lego. So we're probably a bit over that number. But still, many, many to go. At least 100. 197 is LA Oceania. We've done that. 94. Pyrene. LA Pyrene. I believe we've done it. 198. LA Mediolania. The Second Coming. I think so. Maybe not. Maybe. I think Lego did it. I didn't do it. No, we have not done Mediolania. We're doing it now. Okay. So that's going to be the merged mod. We'll throw on better sounds. I still am not sure if it's better, but it is different. And after, hundreds of games, difference not bad. All right, for a map. Let's do... Oh, I don't know. There's so many good choices. We haven't done Dawn of Dominions in a minute. We haven't done Comic Land in a minute, but we just did sort of a small scale one. So we probably should go on the flip side. I like the idea of Pancor system. It's just really not a pretty map. We have these other ones that were added recently that we haven't... I mean, there's some of these that we haven't done yet. Like, I don't know if we've done Dozen Realm. Let me just go look at what these maps look like. Dozen Realm. Yeah, it's alright. I think it did this with Lego, I think. It's just not very pretty. I mean, compare it to fucking Aluin. Like, I could play on Aluin, like, every time. It's just so pretty to look at. These other ones are just not. And Book of Legends is obviously really good. And Temple of the Crescent Moon is really good. Cartographic Atrocity is pretty nice. Araparan's not bad. That's like Glory of the Gods. But yeah, it's hard to compete with... we'll do Cartographic Atrocity. Uh, 189, like I said. And this is Late Age. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Mediolania. Wait, it's definitely Late Age, right? Late Age Mediolania. Oh, there it is. Alright. Mediolania is an ancient Armorian province on the border of Eldergate. During the Crusades against the undead legions of Urmor, Marignon settled and fortified Mediolania as a border province and staging ground. Many zealots and preachers flocked to the city in those times, and soon a new religion started to emerge. The undead legions were a punishment and test for the true believers, who awaited the second coming of the prophet shrouded in white. Through suffering, penitence, and contemplation of death, which was literally on their doorstep, the true believers will be granted eternal life. Although heavily persecuted by the Inquisition, the cult flourished when catacombs filled with dead Urmorian martyrs were found underneath the city. Seeing this as proof of divine guidance, the bishops of the new religion seized power. Mediolania now worships the skeletons still found in the catacombs and Eldergate itself as martyrs. The dead are dressed in fineries, decorated with jewels and armored in gilded plate. Martyrs are reanimated by collective prayer, and their will and advice heeded in every way as the will of the prophet shrouded in white itself. The skeletons of the faithful are used in ceremonies contemplating mortality and rites of resurrection. They must serve the church even after death until the day of judgment, when the prophet shrouded in white returns and the awakening God ascends. Only then will the faithful be granted a place in the golden afterlife. Pilgrims loot old Urmorian equipment they deem blessed and frequently join the armies of Mediolania. The backbone of the army, however, remains the classical Marignon infantry. The people of Mediolania have embraced death, and a death dominion will not affect them as much. However, neither will growth dominion. Alright, so pretty Catholic, I suppose. Human race, death and growth scales have half the standard effect on income and population growth. Marignon-style regulars bolstered by religious fanatics and sacred undead. Death, astral, fire, earth magic with some water, strong priests, order +1, death +1, standard forts. Standard scouts. Mediolanum Centurion, 100 leadership, inspirational +1, 10 undead leadership. Member of the Ducal family. 150 leadership, 50 undead, recuperation, inspirational +2, summon allies. And they come with 3 foot knights. Mediolania Monk. 1 holy, 3 research, divine insights, mundane researcher. Yeah, it's really almost not worth the trouble. But I guess you can make 2 per turn. It's just a lot of busy work that I don't like for that low of amount. Maybe if they didn't have mundane researcher. Caretaker Nun. 1 holy, 50% for earth or death, 10% for another one. And they have Corpse Stitcher 5. Nice. Mediolanum Bishop. 1 death, 2 holy, and then fire, water, astral, death. Well, it's a decent researcher and a level 2 priest, but as far as an actual usable mage goes, we'll have to look at national spells. Master Crafter. Alright, a bit pricier, but we do get Fire 1, Earth 1, Astral 1, and Master Smith 1. So that means we got big fire, big earth communions if we want, which is never a bad thing. A little pricey, but we may want to go for that. Mediolanum Architect, cap only, Mason. Yeah. And Archbishop of the Second Coming, cap only. Fire 2, Astral 1, Death 2, Holy 3, 10% for another Fire, Water, Astral, Death. Well, they can join the communion as a master, and sort of spam Horde of Skeletons and shred all the slaves. Good God. But they are also level 3 priests, which is kind of nice. Crossbow Militia. Not bad. I mean, for the price, you get a reasonable crossbow unit. Yeah. Mediolanum Pikeneer. Length 5 pike, 18 piercing damage is pretty good. They have 14 protection on their body, 10 hit points, 8 defense. Yeah, not bad. Length 5 pikes are pretty reasonable. Halberdiers, same protection, 10 defense, pretty average. 9 attack on the halberd for 22 damage. It's a little rough. I mean, yeah, we got potentially Gift of Furies and stuff. But how much trouble do you want to go for? Mediolania Pilgrim. So, 8 protection. Not great. 13 defense with a parry 7 shield. 8 speed, 11 MR, 13 morale. 10 attack on their spear for 16 piercing. The thing is, you can just get a lot of these guys. And that is pretty decent piercing damage. You're going to lose a decent amount, but yeah, 7 parry is always a good thing. And 13 defense. 9 hit points. Yeah, they're not bad. Pavis Crossbowman. Okay. So, 14 protection. 15 defense with a parry 9 shield. Meaning that anything that goes through the shield has to go through 30 protection. 10 MR, 12 morale. They have a range 40 crossbow for 11 piercing. And a broadsword. I'd say this hits the trifecta. Yeah, we could recruit just these guys if we want to go that route. Almish Greatsword. 13 hit points, 14 protection, 12 defense, no shield, 9 MR is pretty low, 12 morale, 22 damage Greatsword, 12 attack. Pretty solid. Yeah, not bad. And then Equite of the Second Coming. Cap only Sacred Cav. 14 hit points. 18 protection. 16 defense with a parry 6 shield. 12 MR. 14 morale. 20 speed. With built-in recuperation. 18 damage lance. With charge bonus heavy weapon. So on a charge, it's going to be 828 damage, I think. And an 18 damage broadsword. The mount also has 20 protection, 22 hit points, and is also sacred. Yeah, it's a damn good heavy cab. Okay. We got a lot of summons. A lot of saints and all this shit. Do we get the Pope? Who's not a priest. He's not a priest, the Pope? Conjuration. Commission Capuchin Friar. 21 pearls. Create 5 mummies per month. Okay, hold on. Capuchin mummies. 30 hit points, 8 protection, 8 defense. Never heal, spirit sight, 21 damage broadsword. Not even pierce resist, huh? Huh. One water, one death, one holy, and then water death. Yeah, just kind of pray. You're not going to spam out many of those. Not for 21. Shepherd of Virgins. You get Mother Superior for 22 Astral Pearls. 1 blood, 2 holy. Blood Searcher 1. Master Ritualist -10. Yeah, so if you want to get into blood, that's the way to do it. Or that's a way to do it. Plead with the Sepult Vive. Summons Sepulta Viva Commander. 4 death, 1 blood, 29 research with a Skull Mentor. Huh. Okay. Alteration. We have a nothing. Evocation. Nothing. Construction. Enchant Memento Mori. 5+1 for 3 death gems. How good is that? They're little flying skulls. 2 hit points, 0 protection, 18 defense, though. They reduce unrest a little tiny bit. And they have a paralyze. Well, it is a lot of defense, and I guess you could get quite a few of them. Maybe. Build Charnel. 12 gems. Charnel Commander. Spreads Dominion Order and reduces Unrest. So it's an immobile. 1 holy, permablessed. Fear 5, pierce resist, blah blah blah. Bringer Fortune 3, reduce unrest 5, and Dominion Spreader 1. That's the real nugget. So for 12 death gems, you can get a Dominion Spreader. This is late age though, so getting 12 death gems constantly is going to be a little tricky. Channel Angel of the Choir. 5 Astral Pearls gets you 1. Sacred, all 5. Pierce resist, invulnerable 15. Shock, fire, cold, poison resist. Blind, Spirit Sight, and Communion Slave. So, yeah, it's a Communion Slave with no paths. I don't know. Angel of Judgment for 25 pearls. Air 1, Death 3, Blood 2, Sacred, Awe 5, Pierce resist, Invulnerable 15, Shock, Fire, Cold, Poison resist, Flying with a Heavenly Horn, AoE 5 for 5 armor piercing magic damage, and Animate Legionnaire. It's not bad. It's not bad things. That's 25 Astral Pearls. And then Bone Angel Construction. 45 Death Gems for a Bone Angel. Look upon it. Look upon it. Fire 2, Air 2, Astral 2, Death 1, Holy 3. Fear 5, Awe 5, Pierce resist, Invulnerable, Fire, Cold, Poison resist, Blind, Spirit Sight, with a Golden Greatsword. Well, yeah, it's a pretty good thug. It's a pretty good frickin' thug. You got Personal Mist Form, Fire Shield, Body Ethereal, you have built-in Awe, built-in Fear. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's kind of high up, though, at Construction 7, but not out of the realm. And then at Construction 7, you could kit it out pretty easily. Enchantment, we get Reanimate Legionnaires. N+1 for 3 Death Gems. Ritual. And Animate Legionnaire in combat. Baptize Catacomb Martyr. 2 Death Gems gets you a Catacomb Martyr. The unit with 21 protection and Awe 1 and Pierce resist, and it heals. Doesn't have Never Heal, with a 24 damage battle axe. And it's sacred, of course. That's pretty nuts. You only get 1 for 2 death gems, though, unless there's a bigger one. Consecrate Battle Relic, 15 death gems for that. Dominion Monster Summoner. Summons Pilgrims, which are probably pretty shit, I would imagine. Okay. Raise Legionnaire. You get 3 of them. Baptized Catacomb Centuria. You get 8 plus 1/2 for 14. So you're not gaining any efficiency as far as the cost. You're just the opportunity cost. Yeah. It's pretty good, though. Getting some beef ass. Beef ass is this new phrase I'm trying to kickstart. Beef ass sacreds. Seems like Horde of Skeletons is replaced with Host of Legionnaire. 5 plus 1/2. I assume it's just better, right? Probably just better. Canonized Catacomb Saint. Divided into Soldier Saint, Dignitary Saint, Hierophant Saints. Okay. 24 Martyrs for 32 Death Gems. That is an efficiency bonus. But requires 4 Death, 3 Holy, which means that your Pretender cannot cast this shit. You gotta have a guy with 4 Death. And Days of Judgment. Every friendly province has a 10-time Dominion Strength % chance to spawn 1d6 Long Deads, including Armorian ones if Dominion 5 or lower. Dom 6 and 7 province spawn 1d6 Long Dead. Dom 8 and 9 provinces 2d6, and Dom 10 plus 3d6 Long Dead. 10 plus. Enemy priests and provinces with friendly Dominion have a 2-time Dominion Strength % chance to get an assassination attempt by an Angel of Fury. Satisfying. Thaumaturgy, we get nothing. Blood, we get nothing. Divine, we get Holy Choir. Lets the caster join a communion as a slave or as a master. And then Holy Chastisement. Jesus. Holy 7 required. Affects the entire battlefield. Although I like that it has range 65 plus. What's the point of that? Enemy undead take 36 armor piercing fire damage. That is crazy. That's fucking nuts. Holy shit, if you're going up against undead, that is killer. You don't even have to research it. Alright. That's everything. So, the question is... Well, so, obviously the martyrs are pretty great. And even if we don't go all the way for that, we're going to go for Enchantment 5, right? No matter what. So we're going to have this. 2 death, 2 holy. 14 death gems. Now there is, of course, a big death. The Well of Misery. Which is Conjuration 8. Costs 80 death gems, but you get 21 each month. So in 4 turns, it pays for itself. But we'd have to go up Conjuration 8. There are good things in here, sort of. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be my preferred choice. We have the Constructed Archangel, Fire Death, Awe 5, Pierce Resist, Invulnerable 25, Shock, Fire, Cold, Poison Resist, but never heals. But it's a magic bean, so it heals back at a lab. Comes with a fucking flambeau. Only 60 hit points, though. Angel of Death, Air of Death, Fear 5, Off 5, Invulnerable 25, Shock, Fire Resist, Blind with an Infernal Sight. Banished to Inferno. Or the Holy Spirit. Astral Death, Fear 7, Awe 3, Susceptible to Fire 10, Cold Resist 15, Poison 25, with 3-month immortality, Ethereal Recuperation. For a Titan, it's okay. Well, yeah, it's got 30 hit points. It's pretty low. But it does have 10 natural protection, which is kind of nice. I don't think we're going to get anything that's just going to give me more death gems. That doesn't really exist outside of Divinitas, probably. So, what's the play here? How much do we want to rely on those sacreds? Because my own sacreds are pretty freaking ridiculous already. They're just really expensive. But there's also these guys, which are way less expensive and kind of ridiculous themselves. I hate to do it, but again, just like taking like Virtue, Awake or Dormant, and just kind of shredding stuff is pretty friggin' good. Virtue's nice because it's got Off 5 and Invulnerable 25 right out the gate. You don't need anything else. And has the Flambeau to start as well, which has AoE 3 fire. And it's pretty easy to build it up to casting Firestorm. Yeah, we don't get the fun Dominion's Enhanced stuff. And it fits with the theme. I mean, we could take the Constructed Archangel, but that never heals. Has me a little worried. It does come with death, but I don't know. Although death would be pretty nice for Soul Vortex. But if we wanted to do that, we'd have to take that. Something like that. And if I was crazy enough to go for Well of Misery, we would need 6 death. Something like that, I suppose. As far as what to grab, I mean, we may as well try to... They don't need much, right? It says we have Sacred Undead, which is mostly the Catacomb Martyrs. Those are undead sacreds. Bone Angels. The Saints are all undead, but they're all commanders. So the only, like, units... The Angel of the Choir. I guess there's Memento Mori. Yeah, I suppose if we went with Stygian Flesh, doesn't... Yeah, it helps everybody, right? Yeah, it helps everybody. Just go Stygian Flesh. And then probably... You could take Reforming Flesh. That's not bad either. But we probably would prefer just a lot of attack. Maybe a little fire resist for fun. Alright, let's do that. Anuel. And we're playing Cartographic Atrocity with 14. It's a big map. We'll go 18 thrones. All right. Oh, we started with 2 in sight. And we are just making these bad boys. And then for mages, we're going to go with the Master Crafter. We actually have 3 recruitment points. And then this, we want to go this to start, and then Conjuration until we come home. I don't know what that means. Nice. Yeah, I mean, to be expected. I'd be wary about anything else just yet. Oh yeah, we can do some big flaming arrow shit. That'll be delightful. Yeah, alright. I think an argument could have been made for productivity. But you never know. Like, you never know what your cap circle is going to look like. And productivity could be... I don't want to say useless, because it does affect other forts. Damn. Damn, what a waste. What was my other option for mages? Really? Bishop. Bishops have a 25% chance to get 2 death. Yeesh. So you really do want these guys if you're going to be going down the Horde of Skeletons spam. I'm happy with flaming arrows, though. I mean, eventually. One more turn. We have a lot of fucking money. can't believe that punched through 9 parry. But I guess 30 protection. 65% of that. And then random rolls. Yeah, crossbows are nasty, man. Found a Hagia. Already building temples. That's why I gotta get out there. I need the temples. A lot of barbarians. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that one was painful. That's a lot of fucking barbarians. Jesus. We got him. You're gonna make me go through that? That's not gonna happen. Fuck, I'm stuck here. Alright, just build a temple. We gotta wait for our pretender to help us. There she be. Okay. Personal mist form. Skeletal body. I can put up charge body if I want. I suppose so. No, it'll break mist form. Honestly, that's probably it for now. Good. Good. You get back home. You, my fine friend, are going to keep clearing now that we know where all the thrones are. So we got this one, easy. This one, probably doable. And then this one. Depends on if there's... Yeah, there's Narisha in the game. Amphibious, though. I don't think they start underwater. Probably not any dedicated aquatic nations. So then the fourth one is probably going to be either this one or one of these or this one. We'll see. For now, I think you probably want to clear to here to get connection on this stuff. Let's just send you here. Nah, fuck it, we'll clear slowly. I gotta do enchantment 3 for fire shield. Then it would be alteration 6 for soul vortex to be the piece de resistance. Probably wanna, I don't know. It is pretty handy. If I just keep pushing off conjuration, we're just kind of giving up on that plan. Yeah, she doesn't have any regen. Otherwise, that's kind of valuable. Yeah, I mean, we could pretty much build wherever, I suppose. I just want to get another lab going. Get even more research. Big bada boom research. Yeah, I mean, off 5 personal misform for independence is just insane. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, fire shield will be good. You are going to build a palisade. And I'm going to put PD on it so I don't lose it immediately. Like every other time I build a palisade. Alright. Yeah. Fine. Shred them. Shred them. Shred them. There were casualties. 26 casualties. So that's a small price to pay for a throne. I picked up fish scale boots. So nice. So amazing. So fresh and so clean. Getting the water magic I need is going to be a little tricky. Oh no, no, we're not playing with Dominions in hands. We got the Throne of Dreams. Acceptable. Big jump. Holy shit. Ah, Sargassia already in the water. Alright, well, we're gonna take this. Okay. I mean, everything's going well. Yeah, damage is done by those crossbows, but it's just hard to break mist form. But if any one of those shots would have gotten the 1% chance to break mist form that just exists, I would have died. So, yeah, it's a little iffy. We're gonna build one here. You are going to construct a lab. You are going to construct the temple. Round and round we go. Yeah, I do have a lot of mages, but I don't really have much to do. Well, we could get a few of them together to cast Curse of Stones. It's not a bad idea. So they'd have to go up. Damn. Okay, let's make this easier on ourselves. Conjuration 3, then do that. So we just need 3 mages total, and give one of them some earth gems. Oh, we probably should ally with Sargassia for now. Get routed. Oh, they still didn't get routed. There you go. Ouch. We are pushing it a little bit with no armor on. Okay, cast. Oh, we didn't get fucking. We didn't take. Stupid. Damn it! We didn't take Thaumaturgy 1. All right, we can wait. We can wait. We can wait. We can wait. Thaumaturgy 1. Then do that. You, my friend, are going to build. We are going to send off a letter to Sargassia. And Hollowmore. Where? Oh, shit. He's right there. That's going to run into some trouble. I don't think I want to take anything more then. Although I am entitled to this now. Alright. So we do have Combat Caster, which encourages us to advance and cast. The problem is we kind of like to fly to the rear. But, yeah, with Drain Life, let's give it a try just on these guys. This should be a pretty easy fight, except for the heavy cab. But, yeah, I'm willing to give it a test run. Drain life. The combat caster means that she will occasionally swing her spell, or sword. Like right there. That was a swing. So, yeah, she'll basically kind of just sort of intermix sword swings and magic. She only have 5 fatigue right now thanks to Drain Life. Hand of Death, just one-shotting. Flambeau and Fire Shield, putting everything on fire. All just sort of dominating the melee. And then if she takes any damage, she'll use Drain Life again. Boom. That Flambeau is too delicious. You see how many flashes pop up. Immolation. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, that's a workable strategy. The flying stuff is nice. And maybe if she was with the army, I would do that, but we're fine. We're fine. Communion Slave. Communion Slave. Communion Master. Curse of Stone. Cast Spell. I think we want to be a little further back now. Cold and Fire closest. And go ahead and disperse yourselves. And it should be fine. Alright, let's really be nice. I could, but I'm not... It's not necessary. We'll take this, though. We could start getting archbishops. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's take the second throne, shall we? Yeah, we're gonna need an indie mage. Unless we want to go to construction 5, I guess. They both refused, huh? Okay, he did not cast Curse of Stones. I wonder why that is. Oh, I didn't put him to cast Summon Earth Power. No, so he went off script right away. Well, so much for that. Not that we really needed Curse of Stones. Yeah, eventually getting in there. Alright, we lost 6 that time. It's pretty good. That one would have been probably just death. If I didn't have awe, that would have been just death. There wouldn't have been a way to salvage that. But barbarians are not going to do well with awe 5. Alright, let's try to find an indie mage, shall we? You? No? No, no. No, not indie. No, no, no. No. Nope. 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 No option. Damn. So we just don't have an option for water, huh? I'll have to go... Oh, wait. 25% of these guys will get water. Alright. Let's start working on it then. Shouldn't take too long. Yep. Alteration 6 is a few turns away. That'll be quite delightful. We have a lot of money. Oh, I don't think I sent another thing. And they both refused. Damn. That was easy. Just accept, you assholes. You don't want to fight me. No, you know, I definitely don't want to fight me. Come on. Yeah, this island's shitty. There's no land connections to it at all. So, depending on the nature of the situation here, we may be better off just pushing all the way to these two. I'm gonna go pick up the rest of our units and then start just pushing west along with this guy. Oh, look at that. We got water already. Alright, that's all I needed. Thank you. I mean, at this point, I'd probably be better off just going up evocation for Firestorm rather than trying to do this stupid Well of Misery thing that is just built for a longer game than I'll ever actually get to. Whereas I might end up using Firestorm. So let's just do that. Aragnon. Tailed across, huh? Well, that could be problematic. We might bump. He's got a Storm Drake. Alright, I'm gonna go for this then. I'm not that stupid. Yeah, I should PD everything. Granted, I should PD stuff. I mean, I don't really want to give him that province, but I don't want to lose my guy right now either. Damn it, they keep refusing. No one wants to be my friend this time. Praga. Oh. Marignan got taken out by Sargassia, who I really need to be friends with, please. Alright, I'll let Sargassia run into that if he wants. Braga's cap is here. I can get in here. Maybe here. I can maybe do this. That's our hope. $175 is pretty good. Conservative. Summon Earth Power, Curse of Stones. Yeah, it's quite the delay on actually getting that off, but it'll be fine-ish. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's just a base Palisade. Aragnon accepted, even though he's no longer involved, I think. Hollowmore also accepted. Nothing on Sargassia. Barbarian Horde in Strongdale. Strongdale is here. Hollowmore is going to take that. Not really anything I can do about it. Only thing I can do is protect these spots. Sargassia. I'm not really interested in taking more than I need. Yeah, Pender's just kind of clearing everything with no gear. Everyone accepted. We lost Akkerjab. Really? They... what? Went across the water? Yeah, Soul Vortex is a nice addition there. I guess they just went across the water. I didn't know they could do that. Wolf Tribe Warriors, Archers, Watchers, Manticores, the Monolith Throne. Yum yum. Alright, let's get back home. I'm gonna get your ass back home. As that means, almost assuredly, I have to take this water one. Eyes of God was cast. Heat +1. We got Rend, the Holy Helper. Look at this guy. Water 2, Death 3, Holy 2, 4 Amphibian, Fear 7, Awe 2, Pierce Resist, Disease Grinder 1, the Plague Scythe. Not a bad little chap. Are you serious? It's really Construction 3? Damn, Dominion's Enhanced is so nice. Such a nice mod. Yeah, he took that from me, unfortunately. Alright, then go take that back. So we are friends with Raga. And Sargassia. Okay. We're friends with everyone. Perfect. Yeah, okay. Alright, now make me a fucking ring of water breathing. Yeah, I'll get you your damn gems. Ring of water breathing. Then, let's get fire plate. Isn't that just kind of better? It's one less protection. But you get +2 morale and +5 fire resist. I think that's just better. And then we can also get the dragon helmet, which will help with dark vision in the water, perhaps. Yep, I'll take that. Giant strength could be something juicy. Vial of Martyr's Blood. Bless sacred units only, obviously, and +10 poison resist. That's right, damn Master Smith. Well, there's bracers of protection. Definitely want Lodestone Amulet, though. Honestly, the poison resist is not shabby. But maybe the Burning Pearl. I don't know. What would I do with the Fire in a Jar? I mean, yeah, eventually, I guess Firestorm. But that's 3. I don't think there's any, like, self-buff or something that I would need to cast every battle. Not really. So, yeah. Not really. I guess just the Lodestone and the Bracers of Protection. There's 5 Earth. And then probably the Boots of Giant Strength, which is 5 Earth. And that'll do us. Yeah, I'm done with you. Charnel, huh? Was that the Dominion spreader? fuck was that here? Oh, what am I talking about? I gotta go here. Charnel. Yeah, that's the Dominion spreader. Okay, well, fuck it. Give me the damn charnel. Give me 4 of them. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop. Oh, that's right. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we'd rather have... Yeah, that's fine. And we got the flambeau, 45 damage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 18 defense is fine. 23 MR, 30 morale, 68 hit points. Could be fucking better, but Soul Vortex. Oh, yes, right in the pocket. Fuck. Laryngia. I'd have to take on the monolith. There's no way, right? There's no way. Okay, what are my other options? If I can get to Moosepul, and that hasn't been taken, although I can't imagine that hasn't been taken. But even then, that's not much of an option. If I can get here, also not much of an option. We really don't have a good option here other than the fucking Watcher Throne. But it's doable, right? With Shatter. We do have Shatter. Okay. It's doable. I don't like it, but it's doable. Head back home. We'll prepare. Might not be necessary though. If I can take 2 thrones with the big boy, the big angel person. Soul Vortex, man. Soul Vortex Mist Form is diabolical. Excellent. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. This will never hold anything, but it could dissuade some. There's no way that this is empty, right? So I'm not sure what happens when I move on to it, but I will be moving on to it just to see. We have a fuck ton of these things, by the way. 140 plus, so yeah, 240 more on top of 175. A lot of heavily armored crossbowmen. Yeah, Laryngia did not accept. I'd prefer that they accept. Alright, let's hop on there and just see what happens. let's also get you and you to be made, and one there. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens. If it's occupied and I retreat, I'll just die, right? That's what's gonna happen. Why would it not be occupied? Well, that's strange. Oh, I didn't move because it's occupied. Alright, well, that's no risk, I suppose. There's deep sea. He's gonna have this. But I can't go anywhere else. He's gonna have all this stuff. I can check every spot, but I can't imagine. It's nice that they don't just put me in there and then kill me for flying onto an unknown spot. They have every right to do that, I suppose. Knowing how the rest of this game works. Larengia accepted. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring along more mages. Actually, why don't you go sit on this one? This is a pickle, though. I don't think I'm gonna get any of these spots, honestly, so let's try to maybe take this, see if I can get a line on something better. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know. We're gonna go to war with someone soon, though. Oh, I could hop on the throne itself. A Hail Mary. I mean, fuck. Finish this game in 2 turns. Could wait 3 turns to get Firestorm first. Significantly increases my chances of success. Alright, I'm willing to do that. Yeah, alright. 2 turns. And 1 more turn before we set out from here. I mean, the Hail Mary flight into unknown throne never gets old. All right. Well, we have a lot of guys. Need a lot of guys. That's a lot of disease, man. What the fuck? And you can't separate out diseased units. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, amazing. Oh, that's pretty damn handy then. Ho 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 ho. All right. Yep. All right. That's fine. And away we go. Guess I'll bring along some earth gems and some fire gems just in case. If I take this throne, I think I'll still try the Watcher throne. Just because it's satisfying. Okay. All right. Phoenix Power, Firestorm, Personal Mist Form, Soul Vortex. That's it. That's everything we got. Fingers crossed. You never know. Maybe it's already been taken. It's very possible. A lot of thrones have been. Let's see. It was not taken, so here we go. It's a fucking Springhawk one. But we managed to get fucking Firestorm off. Get Shrek'd. Holy god, that was scary. I thought we were done for. We just managed to get it off. Incredible. That's with some basic bitch gear, too. This thing is cracked. We lost Dragon Scale Mountains. How upset should I be about that? What the fuck is Dragon Scale Mountains? Oh, this. Reasonably upset about that. Okay, made it. Yeah, I'd like this thing to help, I guess. I suppose he could. He could just fly back. It'll be a minute. Yeah, that was good. That was definitely pretty good. I don't know if I would have even jumped on it if I knew, so I'm pretty pleased. That thing's crazy. If I had known, I probably wouldn't have cast Phoenix Power. I would have just cast Firestorm immediately. Nice. Nice. Slowly but surely, we're gonna marching over there. Shit. Hallowmore declared war. My thrones aren't at much risk, and we can definitely throw a lot of PD at the problem. But we have 3 turns before things get bad. Game could be over by then. Like, 0 chance of losing the throne. Now, the real problem with what I'm about to do is if we fail to take the throne and I lose my pretender, then I have to bring him back. Okay, so he threw a few Ether Warriors at it. So there's 12 Watchers, 9 Manticores, Monolith. Would have been nice if you took more than that. Alright, Strat. Yeah, Strat. I don't think Firestorm does anything here, really. Not gonna do anything to the Watchers. So if I can do something else big. The Earth Mages are mostly gonna be set on Shatter. Except I could have brought along... I did bring along Earth Gems, right? Lightning resistant warriors would help quite a lot. Okay. Okay. Let's spread this. How many mages do I have exactly? 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 of them. So let's do 8 masters. You're gonna spread this out. amongst 8 of you. Damn it. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. All right, so the ones. Yes, we're gonna do it that way. Yeah, it is what it is. Like how long I want to wait before they move forward. I think a lot of them are gonna get killed, but do want to get them up there, you know. Okay, everyone else is a slave. Except for you. Actually, yeah, I should give you all an extra earth gem to do with what thou wilt. Whatever, it's fine. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. We have to position them. And then this guy, not casting Firestorm. So you've got big death, air, fire. And you've got all the gems you need. So what's the biggest shit you could cast that would be beneficial? Yeah, that would probably not be good. Wind Guide, but I don't have it. You could spam Host of Legionnaires instead of going in, which is a much safer plan. Let's do it that way. Alright, so the slaves are going to be as far back as they can get. The masters sort of right near the front. They'll move after the crossbows start moving, but remember that I don't have much of a front line. You know. So it is a little risky. It seems all fairly suicidal, but I suppose anything's possible. Hate these thrones. We very rarely do these. Well, they're very rare to even show up. I don't know what like the percentage chance is, but I think it's pretty low. If we can get Earth Mages up to the front, the Monolith and the Watchers will die. It's just a matter of, are the Mages going to die first? We actually summon like fucking Principes. 11 protection, pierce resist. With 7 parry shield. Jesus. Oh, okay, had I known that, we would have just dominated with those. Although I didn't have... It wasn't much of an option I had. just cast Wind Guide? Alright, now this guy, our big boy, does have 20 shock resist. Which is pretty good. It's mostly the rest of the Soul Slay or something that it can do. Banefire, huh? Ooh! Ooh! Fucking Banefire! 52 points of damage! Flame Eruption. Fatigued out. I think he's paralyzed. Stunned, yeah. Fucking shock. Flame Eruption. Not much. Crossbows are, you know, crossbows. There, Banefire. Do it up. Boom. Enfeeble? Why are you casting Enfeeble? Oh, decay. I didn't know they could decay. Oh, look at that. It's fucking decay. It's a statue. It's got max age of 1,000. I thought decay worked off of age, but no, it's just a dot. Just damage over time. Except unaging apparently does help avoid decay damage. Where the fuck are the mages on advance and cast spells? Are they just stuck in the kludge? Eventually we will run out of crossbow bolts. Crazy. Oh my god. I don't know what the monolith has been doing. Like, it hasn't cast much of anything. Cast Curse of Stones. Oh, it got routed and it's fatigued out. Wow. Can we just stomp this? We stomped this. Yeah. We stomped this. Holy shit. We lost 7 of the mages. 7 crossbowmen. Crazy. Now, did we lose slaves or masters? We lost basically all the masters, but 1 died. Hard to say what the cause of that was. I assume they went in too early and got zapped. Obviously, I didn't really need them. All right, well, you're gonna head back there, and we're just gonna sit here for a turn. Job well done. Styled on him. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought just mass crossbows. But, yeah, mass crossbows. And there were still skeletons alive at the end. That was a really crazy thing. Oh, Great Bear killed one of my mages. What the fuck? Flame. Flame. Styled on him. We are at war, though. No, but no war. Bad war. War is bad for you. Yeah, I don't know. I just have a lot of money. There you go. Jeez, a lot going on this map. Oh my god, that was a lot. Hey, we won. Kill the Crimson Reaper, kill the Spy, Black Cat, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, victory. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. 5 thrones. Get styled on, baby. Which is good. We didn't really have many other options. Well handled. Can't believe I still can't get over that he took that. That was nuts. I would have bet $100 if you had just told me, like, hey, I'm sending this onto a Stormhawk throne. Do you think I can win? It's like, fuck no. You're gonna get interrupted immediately and die. But 20 shock resist, I think helped. Because I think they hit me before I cast Firestorm. But the 20 shock resist probably saved my life. Saved the game. Although I do think I probably could have taken this one without the Pretender. If it came down to that. So it was probably was okay. But yeah, I like this map a lot. Very, very entertaining. Because it's basically like a donut map. Like if you did a vanilla or random map, it's basically a donut map. Just the interior is a bit more fleshed out. There's this fun island in the middle. And then there's like a bit more stuff going on. And it's a lot prettier. So yeah, I like this map quite a bit. As for the Mediolania, pretty good. I mean, we didn't really... We kind of scratched the surface. But I like that I didn't use any sacreds. That was good. That was definitely good. Yeah, these things are pretty nuts. Giving ranged units a parry 9 shield is stupid. I mean, I think they're somewhat balanced, right? They have 5 combat speed, 10 encumbrance. So if it actually came down to getting into melee, they wouldn't do exceptionally well. But still, 14 protection, 15 defense with a parry 9 shield, and 17 damage on the broadsword. It's pretty ludicrous. So yeah, and they're relatively cheap, all things considered. So if this really hits the trifecta for me. But the sacreds are also pretty ridiculous as far as heavy cav goes, with built-in recuperation, and the sacred mounts with 20 protection. And then if you ever manage to get to it, it's a bummer. This is why no one likes late age. Because you give me all these cool summons. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want saints, I want bone angels and angels of judgment, and yeah, catacomb martyrs, sacred undead, and like, yeah, and then it's just like, yeah, you don't get any gems. I mean, we had gems, we could have gotten a little bit, and you know, but it's... And to be fair, I didn't really search almost at all. We could have done some stuff. I mean, we did end up with a bunch of these things, charnels. I'm sure our Dominion was not... Actually, we were top of Dominion. Look at that. Yeah, those charnels paid off. And we had a fuck ton of money. We were doing well. And I think most of that was just due to this thing. This thing's cracked. Just because it's one of those that's very good early game and very good late game. Like, if you start with this thing awake and just go, you know? Even with, like, Alteration 2 for just personal Mistform, it still is going to go out there with Awe 5, Invulnerable 25, and a Flambeau. And that alone is just, like, kind of nuts. But then, like, the more spells you get, it just becomes more and more ridiculous. And the more gear you get, it just becomes more ridiculous. Because this thing had 31 protection versus mundane, and that was with shitty fireplate, you know? And then it had, you know, it could cast Firestorm, it could cast Soul Vortex, it could cast Rigor Mortis, it could cast, you know, or whatever, you want to give it. And still just, like, shred. Like, it walked up to that monolith and was just like, yeah, fuck you. It was spamming Banefire and stuff. And, like, it's just crazy. And it has 375 leadership, 305 magic leadership, 300 undead leadership. It's ridiculous. Yeah, this thing's nuts. I think it's one of the best pretenders in the game. So, yeah, that was pretty good. Because it took, what, 2 thrones for me? By itself? And then definitely helped here. So, like 2.5, and the other guys took 2.5. So, it was an even balance. But just having a flying pretender that you can throw in the water or whatever and just fly across the map and take thrones, snipe thrones like that in a single player setting. I mean, maybe it's also good in multiplayer, probably, but in single player at least, very strong. So we didn't really experience much in the nation as far as its summons and things like that. But you know, it seemed powerful. You'd think that they would have a more readily accessible death mage. But I think late game, when you have just a slew of these things, and you get into a big death communion, and you're summoning fucking long dead principes out of horde of skeletons like that, that's pretty nuts too. Like, that's really strong. So yeah, I would say probably this nation leans towards overpowered. Not ridiculously so or anything, but pretty strong. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, this was my 189th game. And keep in mind, that's like 189 games in a row. Like, I have not really stopped playing Dominions since I started playing Dominions. 2.5 months ago. So it's wild that, I mean, no game has ever grabbed me in my life the way that Dominion 6 has. It is insane. But it's still just so good. Like, you'd think at this point I would just like be going through the motions or just like, I don't know, but it's just like I still love it. I still like watching like every battle. So good. Anyways, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. See you fine folks next time.